For centuries, cavalry dominated the medieval battlefield, representing power, prestige, and the military superiority of the noble class. Yet this apparent invincibility began to collapse when disciplined infantry formations armed with pikes fundamentally changed the rules of war. These soldiers, often peasants or townsmen with little social status, wielded long pikes that could reach 4 to 5 meters, transforming themselves into a collective force capable of stopping even the most devastating cavalry charges. The true strength of the pikemen did not lie in the weapon alone, but in their discipline and cohesion, because while an individual soldier could easily be cut down, tight formation of men standing shoulder to shoulder created a solid wall of spear points that was nearly impossible to penetrate. Charging horses, trained for war but still animals, would instinctively hesitate when faced with a dense forest of sharp tips, and even when they did not, the impact often resulted in chaos rather than breakthrough, with riders thrown off balance and formations collapsing into confusion. One of the clearest demonstrations of this shift occurred during the Battle of the Golden Spurs in 1302, when Flemish infantry defeated French cavalry composed of heavily armored knights. The French relied on the traditional shock power of their mounted elite, but the Flemish forces held their ground, using terrain and tight formations to neutralize the charge and then counterattack effectively. This battle sent a powerful message across Europe, showing that the age of unquestioned cavalry supremacy was coming to an end. Even more influential were the Swiss pikemen of the 14th and 15th centuries, who refined these tactics into an aggressive and highly mobile system of warfare. Unlike earlier infantry that primarily focused on defense, Swiss formations advanced in dense columns, pushing forward with relentless pressure and coordination, turning what had once been a passive shield into an offensive weapon. During the Burgundian Wars, Swiss pikemen repeatedly defeated the forces of Charles the Bold, one of the most powerful rulers of his time, whose armies included elite cavalry and advanced artillery. Despite this, Swiss infantry formations proved unstoppable when properly deployed, overwhelming their enemies through speed, discipline, and unity. Their ability to maintain formation under extreme pressure was crucial, because once gaps appeared, cavalry could exploit them instantly. But as long as the line held, the advantage remained firmly with the pikemen. Terrain also played a decisive role, as infantry commanders often chose ground that limited cavalry mobility, such as muddy fields, slopes, or narrow approaches, forcing mounted troops into unfavorable conditions where their speed and impact were greatly reduced. Over time, the success of pikemen reshaped the structure of medieval armies, gradually reducing the dominance of the knightly class and increasing the importance of trained infantry. This transformation marked a turning point in military history, paving the way for more organized, disciplined, and professional forces that would eventually evolve into early modern armies. The story of the pikemen is not just about weapons or tactics, but about the power of coordination and collective strength, proving that even the most formidable force can be defeated when confronted by unity, discipline, and intelligent use of strategy.